What's up, y'all? Okay, so let me start off by saying thank you to all my new subscribers. I don't know where y'all coming from. I guess YouTube, after I clown them so much, they decided to go ahead and share my stuff. I don't know what's going on. Or it could be my current subscribers. Maybe they sharing it. If so, thank you. I sure appreciate that. So, I want to start by saying a lot of y'all always comment, oh, your garden looking so good and stuff like that. Um, and I want to say thank you. I sure appreciate that. But keep in mind, in my mind, when y'all be saying that, I be like, it look all right. Um, I'm a perfectionist in a lot of ways. So, first of all, I have gotten the grass mowed. Ooh, y'all see how it's edged? Ooh, it's been weed eated around those beds. Now, the bad part, this was some old damage. But now we got some new growth coming in. Soon all that damage you see will be gone. My sweet potatoes filling in. Uh, just to let you know what the weather's been doing, it's been insanely, not necessarily insanely hot. It's been in the 90s. That's not insanely hot for here. We do get to above 100 sometime for extended periods of time. Uh, so the heat hasn't been too ridiculous. Now, it's not July and August yet. It's probably going to be, real talk, blazing then. But the humidity, y'all, the humidity. I mean, Juneteenth weekend, this is a couple of days after Juneteenth. Uh, Juneteenth weekend, I think the humidity was about 80%. And everybody knows anything about humidity knows that at that point you're not breathing. You have turned into a fish. You have grown gills and you are not drinking the air. And then there was no wind blowing. So it was just 90 degrees. Ooh, that's one of them green grasshopper things. Oh, I can't stand them things. Anyway, no wind, 80% humidity. Even the kitty cats was in the house. They was not feeling it. They was all in the house. So that's how it's been here. But we kept having rain, and I think that's what was keeping the humidity so high. We were getting rain every 2-3 days, and a lot of times we would get in these showers over in the night. I mean, one night we just low down got a storm. So I just want to preface y'all and tell y'all what the weather was. And this is why my garden has decided to behave the way it has. Also, you'll see a lot of sticks and pine cones down in here because when those storms come, these pine trees, they let go of everything that's even remotely loose. So that's one of my leek bottoms that I planted. This is one of the cuttings. I should have took more leaves off of it, and I'm going to do that now. It's not dead. It's just, it can't support all those leaves trying to make roots and support all that. So I'll let that compost down in place. But as y'all can see, I do have some damage, a little bit of previous damage. If you look in the middle, there's no damage there now. Chrissy, can you not lay down on my foot while I'm trying to move around? I do have a little bit of harlequin bug, not much. I got some diatomaceous earth I can get after them. Harlequin bugs, the best way to kind of stop them is to get after their population early. They mate and they make a lot of babies real fast. They lay a lot of eggs real fast. So if you can, just like these two, they're probably getting ready for a rendezvous. So, yeah. So we'll kill you, and then a lot of times they so soft, if you flick them, they usually die. But yeah, here's a smaller baby one. I try to keep the populations to a minimum. They like your brassica because they don't eat holes in them. They puncture them and suck the juice out. So it's similar to an aphid. But I just want to show y'all, I don't know how good y'all can see it because of the shade, but look at how beautiful all this filled in from all that rain. It makes your stuff just grow so much faster. And these greens don't need nothing but nitrogen because they're just making leaves. So that nitrogen from that rainwater just makes everything just pop and jump out. Even this has filled in nice. Remember when I did those cuttings, all of this over in here looked a lot more sparse. We'll check in on some of the cuttings Let me see if I can see some. Here's one. And like I said, don't expect them to be big, but you see the leaves are standing up in there stiff. Now those are laying over. They may be taking a little bit longer to take, or sometimes they won't take. This one liable to burn up. It looks like it wants to burn up, but that one looks okay. That one looks okay. So, you know, all of your cuttings won't take, but a good amount of them will. And sometimes it take them a little while to take. This one right here looks good. The leaves are still standing up. That one looks good. This one, I should have taken more leaves off. So if you saw that video where I talked about Chrissy's just gonna get right in the way. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you ruining my demonstration. But yeah, take some of your bottom leaves off. You have much better success. I'm just, you know, I'm haphazard. My horseradish, it went away, then came back. Chrissy, I don't know how you managing to get these pine cones to stab me in the foot. Chrissy, you doing a number on me this morning. Okay, look at this. Some collard seeds have fallen in the walkway they have taken. Well, they've germinated. Let you know how much rain we've gotten, because I don't water the walkways. Okay, so today I walked out here and I said, whew, I got some new stuff going on. This break here, that's from that storm. I'm probably just gonna take this whole leaf off. And when it's just one leaf like that, y'all, I'm just gonna compost that in place. That's what that's gonna do. Same with this. You might can't tell it. Oh yes, you can. See all those holes? See how you can see my hand through the leaf? See there? See how you can see my hand through the leaf? So you see I had a lot of damage, and the worms really don't like this curly stuff too much, but if you get enough of them, they'll get on it. Hadn't really checked my watermelons this morning. I hadn't really been pollinating any more watermelons. Like I said, you only really want your vines to carry so many watermelon. I think this spot next year I'm gonna do melons, but they're not gonna be watermelons. I think I'm gonna do a bunch of melon mexicano and lemon drops over here. And those both being honeydew type melons. I may cross those and see what I come up with. Anyway, but I do have it's melons down in here. They're swelling, they're looking nice, but the plants are looking nice. Right now, you just want your leaves and stuff to get big so they can photosynthesize and turn those into some beautiful melons. My ground cherries are looking good, and I'm going to show you what that rain did. Made all those ground cherries germinate. So what I did was I just let ground cherries at the end of the season just fall down in here. And if y'all look at the back, y'all can see they're making ground cherry. If anybody wonders, these are the pineapple ones. Now, I have found out about this other one, and I'm going to talk about this seed saving company. I think Missy Grando told me about it. I'm almost positive that's who it was. And I finally, something dawned on me, said, go on that site and quit playing games. And I finally went on the site, and I fell in love with it. And if I do buy seeds, they're probably going to be one of the sites that I gravitate to buy seeds from. But y'all see my passion fruit is just growing. My mulberry is growing. This my goji berry, let me show y'all. So y'all know I had planted this here. All of this is new growth, all of that, and you can see it's branching out in some places, making new growth since I have put it here. So this is taken and it's putting on new growth, which is good. Now this is what I mean by booming. So a lot of people, oh, your garden looks so good. Yeah, look all right. But now it's starting to look like how I want it to look. See how these tomatoes, I like to see blooms and blooms and blooms and more blooms. That's what I like to see. You know, proof is in the pudding. Let me pull you into the cage. I try to keep my stuff pulled into the cage, y'all. And this, once it gets so high, I try to keep them tied off to the cage. But once again, bloom after bloom, these are these black cherries. Now they really starting to come into their own. They're starting to behave like I'm used to black cherry behaving. I'm used to black cherry being a vigorous grower, and when it puts on a tress of tomatoes, let me try to show you. Just usually 10 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 on that one. So I've had anywhere from 9 to 16 on one tress. These I wanted to make sure I got seeds from. So I'm probably going to pull these. But you see, look at the blooms. Look at the blooms. Blooms all. But all those are going to be seed now. So I'm going to pull all those and get seeds and then let it go back to making beans. I thought this sucker was getting ready to pass. I did not give me any more beans. But like I said, all that rain helped. You go ahead and do so much better with just rain. Just, you can water, but it does so much better with just rain. Because that's the way it naturally does. These black cherries, try to get y'all in here so y'all can see. That's a tress of 8 or 9 or so. That was the first little blossoms that I saw. But this black cherry, I'm sure it's making branch. That's another thing. Black cherry has a tendency to branch like crazy. This is another black cherry back here. Has a tendency to branch like crazy. So it's finally growing how I'm used to it growing. This Buena Mulata is looking way better. Now I put some more seeds in there. We'll see if they germinate. It's warm enough now for pepper seeds to germinate out here on their own. We'll see if they germinate. But that one is starting to look good. Like my peppers usually get to a point and then they take off. And I'm going to show you even better what I'm talking about. Now these volunteers, the roly-poly's been wearing them out. Y'all see the damage? The roly-poly's been wearing them out, even though I need to put some more. See here, I need to put some more comfort leaves. They have just about eaten up all the comfort leaves. So we'll let that do that. Y'all excuse me, y'all know the deal by now. Me and because I don't be doing all this in the house. My allergies clearly are telling me something. So even though I spread these out, look at this one. Another lavender one. The other lavender one perished on me. I shouldn't have moved it. I'm going to be honest. When the fish peppers look like this, I'm less inclined to keep them. When they're all green, I prefer to see this. Because I like the ones with more variegation. The ones with more color and more variegation in them, those are the ones that I like. Because they're prettier. Not because they necessarily taste different. Just because they're prettier. Because y'all know I don't grow a ton of flowers. So those are very pretty. If you haven't seen my fish peppers from last year, go look at that and you'll see how beautiful they are. I don't know why people got away from growing them. If you've grown fish peppers, tell me how you like them. I love them, but I cook with them. I don't eat them raw. But they're a hell of a pepper to cook with, I feel like. And the seeds that I sent out, these are the same seeds that I collected myself and sent out. So if I sent you fish pepper seeds, you should get a fair amount of variegation in your seeds. Now this is the biggest surprise that I saw. First of all, these suckers have grown a few inches. Those are Scotch bonnets. I'm gonna be honest and say I'm gonna dig a bunch of those up and put them in little pots, and I'm gonna attempt to sell them. When I get ready to sell them, I'll let y'all know so that y'all can try to get y'all a Scotch bonnet baby. These seeds were originally from Humble Servant Homestead. So, and then I collected my own seeds. And this is the second year that I've grown them out. But I came out here today and I couldn't believe 1, 2, 3. 3 blooms are opening and more blooms are coming. Like I could see the little bitty blooms a couple of days ago, but now they have just exploded. These were my grocery store, those long sweet peppers that you can get at the grocery store. Yes, they're planted way too thick. Yes, I will thin them. Because basically what I did was I took, you know how the seeds be in the middle, you pull the little seeds out when you cook and you pull it out. All I did was, look at me. It's a seed got on top of the ground. I'm trying to bury it like I ain't got enough. See how when you be a gardener, you be halfway crazy. See, here go another seed. Watch me bury that one like a fool. Like I ain't got enough of them already up above the ground that I need to pull out. But I'm going to wait a little bit, and I'm going to see which ones perform well. And then I'll start pulling. Y'all have to be careful when you thin. You can thin too fast, and your plants that have the best genetics don't have time enough to show you that they have the best genetics. I'm not saying leave them in there forever, because like this is way too thick. This will compete extremely too much. But give them a little time, because look how far you can go before they really start suffering. And this is too close. You know what I mean? But you start seeing like, oh, see, like this is one that died. Or you'll pull them and you'll start seeing some that are way shorter, like those. Those are way shorter. So those genetically aren't that good. So, yeah, y'all just give your stuff some time and let it show you what pepper is going to do the best. My okra started to grow up a little higher. 1, 2, that okra plant's leaning over. 3, 4, 5. I got 6 okra in there, and they all don't look the best to me, but whatever. It is what it is. This is sesame seeds and brassicas. Yes, it's going to have to be thinned. It's way too... I didn't mean for those brassicas to germinate. They just did. But I'm going to have to thin that. I planted 2 pepper varieties over there. Serrano and I think jalapeno. I think that's Serrano and it's coming up. These are tomatoes over here. They're both cherry tomatoes. One of them's red, one of them's yellow. Those are coming up. These are growing up real nice and pretty. These are my lady cream peas, and I'm seeing... I got a pea down there. I know I saw some flowers. These were just blooms yesterday, so the flowers have fallen off of them. So peas are coming in. So y'all see what I'm saying when I said that rain will really have your stuff looking real, real good. Look at Chrissy laying over here, laying in the jungle. You comfy, boy? Closing his eyes. I had to readjust my tool, prune some squash leaves. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see that. And but my squash is doing good. My squash, I do the same thing as the watermelons. I take off all the males. Y'all see all my onion sets. They are they have started growing. So that rain really did them some justice. You can see all along there. And even the ones I planted over there, because I didn't show planting over here. I showed planting the ones over there. So y'all can see just how much growth this garden has had. I need to plant something here. But carrots even coming up. See how that rain do you? The rain will do you right every time. So until next time, see you guys later.